Back in the office. Okay.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
That is different. That was not the same. There's something different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left or right? Should we take left again, or should we take the right again? Left? Okay. We can go up the stairs this time to see what happens up there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
for not
office,
getting fired.
hoping he might find an answer there. Oh, no. Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's go up. Oh. Oh, okay. That's locked. That's locked.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? Mind Control Felt. Yeah, I can't speak. What should we take? Those two. There's 2 options. I think escape sounds good. Or should we get mind controlled? Escape? Yeah. I think we should escape too. Let's escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, that sounds bad.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Should we go back? Or keep walking? No? Okay. Okay, we'll keep walking and see what happens.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, it's getting darker. Oh, a door opened. Huh? Oh no. That's didn't sound good. Sound like falling. Oh no.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh no. Oh, it stopped.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you
What is
see
this?
now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Oh, that is my office. The office. Oh, that is where the co-workers was. And that is the two doors. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that was how it looked before. In an early version. Oh.
Stanley stood in the snow. He pushed them to the line. Then he pushed the grate.
I can hear him somewhere.
Pushed the big red button.
Where is he speaking from? What am I supposed to do here? Oh. Oh. What was that? I saw that. Oh. Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Should I flip the lever? Should I flip it? I'm flipping it. What happened?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen
Oh, shit.
to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Start now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Should I begin the game again? Or should I just let me be crashed as... She tells me to, like, begin the game again. Or should I just get crashed and see what happened? Crashed? Okay, let's get crushed.
Time.
Ouch. Oh. Nothing happened.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting
The end
or a photo?
is never
He could no
the
longer
end.
recall.
Never the end is never
No
the
matter
end.
how hard Stanley
Okay.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There was something we
This
forgot
was
to
not
do
the
here.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't think we wasn't the first in this room over there. Have we been in this room? I don't think so.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Oh, no, we haven't been in here. I want to go over there. How do I get over
Stanley,
there?
I
Oh.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about
do I
nothing
get over
but
there?
you all this time. There's someone you've been
How do I get over there?
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me,
Jump.
I'm asking for her.
Oh.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I think I should have done that earlier. Okay.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift when this motion will cause death. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?